I've lived in Felixstowe for the last 10 or 11 years, and I've got an impression of the town as being reasonably successful, reasonably prosperous. We look around and there aren't many empty shops, and there's plenty of people in jobs down at the port earning good money. So, what do we now learn about in town that I've never heard of before? It's the fact that some people have to go somewhere to get free food handouts. They can't actually afford to buy their own food, and at the beginning of April, under the government's current scheme, they're going to actually be less able to afford to buy their own food. From April, the government is changing the way that benefits get paid out. In fact, it's killing some of those benefits stone dead. They won't be applied anymore. So people who can't afford food now will be even less well off, even less able to go into Tesco's or Sainsbury's or wherever and buy the things that we take for granted. So what's happening about this? What's happening about this in Felixstowe is voluntary organisations are trying to pick up the slack. Behind me, Basic Charity. Just up the road, the Salvation Army, and other churches are also involved. Today I'm talking to Graham Denny, who's one of the people behind Basic Charity, Felixstowe's own homegrown charity. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking to the people at the Salvation Army to talk about and learn about their emergency food store. Keep with us on Felixstowe News and we'll bring you the facts. That's dreadful, it's all work, I don't like work anymore.
Well, I think the need is here in the town, and I think it's going to grow over the next few months and maybe years, because there's lots of changes going on. The recession's hit really deep, and I think people in the middle tax bracket, if you like, the squeeze middle, are going to start to feel the effects of the tax cuts that are coming up. The general cost of living, the fuel bills, the household utility bills seem to be rising, and we just thought it was right to provide food parcels for those who are absolutely in need and just maybe can't get through 1 week of the month with their shopping.
When we're talking about food parcels, we're talking about really just a selection of basic foods.
Yeah, really basic foods, things like tin soup, lots of tin goods, and things like pasta, non-perishable goods. Mm-hmm. So we've got one group of people who are the people who would be the recipients, and what we're going to do is have parcels available at both our Felixstowe shop and the Walton shop. They're by referral only, so nobody can just walk into the shop and say, can I have a food parcel please? We'll get referrals from social services and other professional bodies in the town who are aware of the scheme, and when the people are referred we'll hand them over a parcel, and hopefully that will assist them.
So in essence, where do the people come from? What's the kind of background on it?
Well, people who are struggling to make ends meet and maybe through no fault of their own find themselves in a position where they just haven't got enough money for food. We actually delivered our first parcel yesterday via referral, and quite sadly, you know, that does happen to a lot of people in the town. So if people find themselves at their wits' end and go to Citizens Advice who are aware of us, or as I say, social services or churches, other professional organisations, they all have referral forms. It's totally confidential. We'll get the form, and the people will be invited to pick up the box from either the Felixstowe shop or the Walton shop, whichever's most convenient for them.
Where we're looking at where this kind of thing comes from, who do you think will bring in donations, in fact?
Well, the charity itself are going to buy lots of supplies. Hopefully we can do that. I've spoken to Macro today, and I'm hoping that they'll supply us at least with some boxes free of charge. The East of England Cooperative Society have donated some vouchers to us, so they're going to help. I'm waiting to hear from Morrison's. So the supermarkets, those that I've mentioned, have got involved. But we're going to purchase quite a bit of the goods ourselves. That brings me on to the second group of people, who are the people who might do a buy one get one free, and if they want to give the free one to help their neighbour who they might not ever meet, but they're helping their neighbour, they're very welcome to come and put it in one of our boxes. And so we're hoping to get non-perishable goods donated to both shops. There'll be a box in each shop. So we're also looking for places to place the boxes. So if anybody's got a church hall or any supermarkets who would be happy for us to have a dip box, as we're calling them, donations into parcels in their premises, we'd be very grateful to hear from them.